Welcome to the Real Estate Deal Lab. Today is the free Wednesday webinar. And my name is Nathaniel, and I've been real estate investing for a decade, 10 years. Have done everything from fix and flip, new construction, buy and hold. That means holding some rentals and subject to, and a whole lot of other things. So I'm excited to share this topic today because a lot of people ask this question: what do I do and where do I find the properties? What location should I be in? So got a lot of feedback on this question, and this is a question that I've asked myself as well, or very early on. What is the location I should start investing in? So we're going to talk a little bit about that briefly, and if you have any questions on that, definitely put your comments down below, okay? So, a little short story today. Actually, last week we flipped a quick deal, a little wholesale deal. Sometimes, you have to wholesale, right? You can't keep all of them properties by yourself. So you come across deals, you definitely can wholesale them, right? So it was a really, really nice property. Flipped it over to wholesale it to one of the people in our network. They got a really good deal, and they already started rehabbing. So again, you can do this once you have a network, right? That was a quick deal done. They saw it one time, it was over, right? The seller was happy, I was happy, and so was the buyer. So again, these deals happen every single day, and you have to keep that in mind, okay? So that was one deal done today, this week. Let's get right into it, right? So how do you pick your right location to invest in? Well, you have to have that understanding of your level of comfort. Can you drive an hour? Can you drive 2 hours? Or do you need to be in your backyard? Those are some quick questions that you need to ask yourself before you start investing. Where do you want to invest in? Right? I could tell you everything. This is the market here. This property you can get for this discount. But if it's too far for you to drive, I would say, and you don't have the management team, I would say you need to hold on until you have a lot of that in place. Okay. Not to say you can't do it, but you have to have a team in place. And that's why I always love the idea of community. That's what this is: real estate deal out community. All right. So again, at any given moment, you need to make sure that you have a network. Okay. Same ways to find deals. I will always tell you, you need to drive around or have a friend drive around. Right. So if I live in Florida and I see that I would like to invest in Texas, I would need to call somebody that I know in Texas that lives in that local area and say, hey, listen, if you find any rundown properties, or if you find properties that are off market that looks like they're ready to sell, you need to send them my way. We can do this deal together, right? And then if you have friends in these local areas, they just want to see you successful, okay? So don't be afraid to ask for what you want, okay? It took me a long time to get here. Now I'm starting to ask for what I want, okay? So definitely do that, okay? Um, the right location is your comfort level, and also your team that you have in place. You have to have a team. And we can show you in the Real Estate Deal Lab how to create a team, how to have a property manager, how to have a good handyman, and also have to have a good lender in that local area. You need those things. Those are vital to your business, right? Also a good title company, because a good title company can give you so much opportunity, okay? So again, that's the way that you look. Now, second, you need to start looking on Zillow, right? See how the activity is going in the market in that particular area. Again, if I'm looking at Texas, I'm going to look at how properties are selling in Texas, right? So for instance, if I see a multifamily, I'm like, oh, I like that 4-bedroom, the fourplex that they have over there. It's priced pretty reasonable, right? Do not compare the prices from one state to another. Okay, it's just different. It's a different market. Okay, However, look at the income that you're getting, right? Look at the maintenance. Sometimes you have to process that quickly, okay, in order to make sure that you make the right deal. All right. So, um, again, you definitely want to make sure that you did your research. You're doing the little Zillow, you're looking it up, looking at the properties, the prices, talk to somebody. I call it boots on the ground. Write that down. Boots on the ground. You have to have a friend over there or a realtor over there or somebody that you know and trust that's over there that can look and give you details of the properties that you're looking at. Okay. So definitely write that down. You have to have that. Okay. Second, okay, you're doing the same thing that you do locally. You need to either mail the person. I like cold calling. Cold calling is legendary. Okay, because you get right to the source. Hey, Mr. Seller, I know that you don't know me, but I'm interested in purchasing a property 123 Main Street in Texas. All right. You want to get right to the source. Stop playing games with it. We're not here to play games. You are not, because you're in the real estate deal app. So we know that we're looking for an opportunity that we can make a deal happen and create that generational wealth, right? So I love cold calling. That is the greatest lead generation. Again, the word of mouth is legendary, legendary, right? So you could talk to the realtor, right? Call a couple of realtors. Cost you nothing to do it. Once you call them, you ask them some questions. Hey, listen, I'm looking at this market. What do you think about it? How is it renting over here? Like if I bought this 4-bedroom, 2-bath, is it renting pretty good at this zip code? So these are little nuggets I'm sharing with you because you got to ask these specific questions, because that's how you can tell, number one, if the realtor knows what they're talking about. Number two, you're also getting to the realtor to know that, hey, I'm a real investor over here. I'm ready to make this happen. Right. So again, you ask those little questions. How's it renting? If I got this 4-bedroom, 2-bath in this zip code, how quickly can it get rented? And of course, you could do your due diligence online too. You could see, Zillow's amazing because it has all of the houses that's listed or renting. You could just do a search, okay? And you can see how long they are, but you want to know that you're vetting a real realtor or another broker that is knowledgeable of their market. They're not here for just a transaction, okay? You don't want just here for a transaction people in your life, in your business. You have to have a network with people that know your vision and are interested in helping you get there. All right. And that's what we're here at Real Estate Deal Lab. I'm interested in helping you get there. All right. So that's why I'm giving you the game. All right. So you want to get there the right way. Okay. So after you call your realtor, they start sending you properties, right? And say, hey, listen, man, I'm looking for off-market stuff. I like a discount. You share with them that. Tell them what you're looking for, okay? And then wait, right? While you're doing your due diligence, you're looking. Also, you need to go over there and visit. All right. Number 3, visit. Okay, go down there and take a look. Drive around yourself. See how it's working. See how it's looking. Meet the realtor, right? Meet the lender. Go to the title company. I'm all about FaceTime. That's what this is, FaceTime. The more FaceTime that you get with the people that you're working with, the more they will know, and you can see if you can mesh well together. That means you glued up, okay? That means you can work together, all right? Again, always, always, always do that, okay? You have local market reports that's on Redfin. That could teach you a lot, right? I've done a little tutorial in the Real Estate Deal Lab about how to use Redfin. Legendary stuff, okay? Because you can look at everything that the market is doing, how houses are selling, how they predict the market is shifting in rentals and also selling homes, okay? How do you build that lead funnel? We kind of talked about that. Also, don't forget to call wholesalers. Even if you're here and you want to say, oh, I want to wholesale, you need to call other wholesalers, right? Investors need to call wholesalers. right? Because they could also be your landing pad on cheap properties that you can buy and hold, or a wholesaler, right, can teach you the game on that in that area. Okay, be like, hey, this is what houses are actually going for, and again, I want you to get out there and communicate. Okay, let's go down the line. We're not going to take too much time. We're just going to get this right, okay? Because I know it's Thanksgiving and I know that you have a lot going on right there. But again, I want to make sure that you get that generational wealth. So every day is Thanksgiving. Every day is Thanksgiving anyway because you're alive. But I'm just saying every day is Thanksgiving, okay? All right. Let's see here. Again, you want to analyze the deal. All right. They send you properties, you need to analyze it. That's what the real estate deal lab is for, because I love to analyze the properties and give you, the game. Right. But again, you need to analyze the properties and make sure you're getting them at the right price. Okay. And again, we share a lot of that in the real estate deal lab in order for you not to make a mistake. You don't want to buy overpriced property. So I've done this before. I drove down to this particular place in Georgia, and I was super excited. I was like, "This is only $50,000. This is great." When I get down there, come on, those houses were going for 12,000. I could have got a regular house. So I was like, we ain't doing this. We ain't doing this. This is several years ago. This is a decade ago. I was like, we ain't doing this. If I didn't do the due diligence, I would have thought that $50,000 house was actually a good idea. No, it wasn't. All right. So again, you definitely want to know your numbers. Okay. Make strategic offers. I like this one. This is a great one. You don't need to lowball people. You just need to have a conversation, right? Just like the deal I just did last week. I just had a conversation, right? Number one, they saw a sign that, I saw one of my real estate signs, but I was just having a conversation. I wasn't, you don't need to act pressed. Just, hey man, how you doing? What do you really want for this property? I know that you called my sign, whatever. What do you want? And just shut up and listen, okay? Because they will start to tell you what they truly want, okay? And get this, you have to have good questions to ask them in order to get to that point at times, okay? So don't rush them. Take your time, right? I love taking my time on a conversation because I know we talking about money, okay? We talking about them getting some money and me getting some money, okay? The property is money, okay? Property is a bank, all right? So at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you're just listening, asking that open-ended questions. We have a list of them on the Real Estate Deal Lab. Definitely will send them to you. And again, just shh and listen. They will tell you exactly what they're going through, what they want for the property, the story of the property, the story of the area of the property. Write these down. These are some key things, all right? You need to know these things when you're asking these questions. So you have to pull it out of them, all right? We're massaging, right? That's like you're all massaging turkey. You're massaging. I don't eat turkey, but I know y'all massage. I seen it on TV. Y'all massage the turkey. Y'all put that powder. I don't know what powder y'all put, but you put some powder on it. All right. I do a little lasagna, so I massage my lasagna. Okay. Before I put it in and I saute, all the other ingredients, I massage it with some seasoning because I want it to be spicy. I want it to be nice and flavorful. Right? Just like that, you need to do that with the conversation that you're having. Okay? Massage the conversation, have fun with it. Okay? A lot of times, that is the key for building the rapport. Okay? All right. Repair costs, always ask them the questions. What major repairs do you have or have you done? Right? They say, the house is perfect. Everyone thinks that their house is perfect until you say, well, how old is the roof? 30 years. Oh, okay. How old is the AC? 10. Okay. Is that AC still working? You know what? I have a couple window units. It works sometimes, but every time in the summer, it ain't working. All right. It's no good. No bueno. Okay. So you need to massage the conversation, but ask the critical questions. What kind of repairs is needed in this property? What have you seen? Right. And again, ask for about plumbing. Plumbing is huge. If the whole house is older than 1960, you need to be asking about the plumbing, right? Because the plumbing could be cast iron piping that you would have to, when you do a remodel or when you're even keeping the property, you need to make sure that you have that critical understanding of what to do with the cast iron piping. Because at the end of the day, you might have the most expensive rehab of your life if you don't ask those critical questions, especially about roofing, plumbing, and AC. AC. Excuse me, AC. So, tips for working with the right people. Again, you need to ask the questions. You're talking to a realtor or a title company, ask them how, you know, their opinion on the market. Ask them their opinion about renting and buying and selling houses in the area. Ask them what are their services. Title companies, you need to know what their services are, because then you write those services down and you might be able to do a lot more in a certain area or with a certain title company than another, right? So if they're offering lending services, they have an attorney on site that could litigate and fight for you and advocate for you. You know, they have links to all these other different things. That's good. They could do this type of closing, that type of closing. They could do subject to deals. They could do double closing. All these big terms, right? They're not big. They're just skill sets that they may have that can be utilized for your deals, right? So you need to ask these questions, right? So tips for working with the right title company, definitely securing funding. There's always hard money and private lenders out there to close these deals, even if you're just quick flipping, whatever you're doing, wholesaling and what have you, buying generational wealth. There's a lot of opportunities for funding, okay? So, again, if this is of value to you, I want you to join the Real Estate Deal Lab community so we can send you all of the type of number one contracts and paperwork and a list of those questions that you can ask these title companies and realtors in order for you to vet them so they can be your agents while you're either not in the local market or outside the local market, because you need to do both either way. Okay. So again, definitely value packed here. We got through it. Super excited about this one. Like I said, it's all about knowing the numbers and knowing the market, okay? And having a network around it. All right. So if you like what you heard and you want to know more and you're already in the Real Estate Deal Lab, you already know how to find me. We've got a lot more coming up. I'm super excited to share, and we look forward to seeing you on the next one at the closing table. All right. So again, wrapping up, if there's any questions, drop them in the comments below, and I'll see you at the closing table.